than 66 years. Check the ad for Bob's specials in all kinds of color, like African violets, just $3.99, or lantana, just $4.99, or caladium, just $6.99. If that's not enough, then be sure to see this area's largest selection of crepe myrtle. More colors, more sizes, including the exotics, with prices starting as low as $2.99. And listen to this. Bob has Sun Hosta, regularly $12.99, just $9.99. And be sure to check inside their huge greenhouse, where you'll find savings of 10% to 20% on just about everything. Don't wait. Get there today. Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just off Lake Weir Avenue. Daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3. The same blooming place since 1952.
All right. I hope you have a portable radio, because I hope you're outside in this beautiful weather. It's just, I mean, I love the radio and I love what we do, but a lot of times people have radios in their cars, you know. That's pretty much where everybody listens to us, is in their cars. So you got to turn up the radio, open the door, and then go in your garden, right?
I know, it is gorgeous in the garden.
Just
working.
a nice day. Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens and Nursery may have been where you went to make your garden as beautiful as it is, or maybe you've been thinking about it. Laurie Williams is on the phone from Bob Wine's, and she's going to tell us what's going on over there. Good morning, Laurie.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing real good. How are you guys doing?
Good. You okay? You got an allergy going on?
A little bit of tickle in my throat, but I'm okay.
Oh, okay. We were just having an allergy discussion on the Veterans News, and I thought maybe...
Oh, got you.
I thought maybe you were allergic to allergies.
Nope, I'm good.
Allergic.
Allergic to allergy meds, yep.
Do you ever have people who come to you and say, I want to have a garden full of flowers, but here are the list of things I can't have because I'm allergic to them? You ever have that?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Really?
Yep, we get that from time to time.
Wow. How do you avoid that? Because in your neighborhood, somebody else might have it, right?
Yeah. They just don't want to make it worse, I guess, in their yard. A little easier for them to get outside if they don't have the problem going on right in their yard.
Do you know what they said? And I wondered if this applies to like the micro area of your yard. But they were saying that local honey is actually a good thing to help prevent you from having allergic reactions to the things that are in your area. Have you ever heard that?
I've never heard that. No, I sure haven't.
So I guess the bees put the pollen into the honey, and next thing you know, you're getting like a vaccine of sorts naturally.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, do we have a lot of people who? I mean, how would you get that though? I mean, you'd have to have a honeybee hive right in your own yard, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want a honeybee hive in my yard.
Oh my gosh! So tell me, let's see, what kind of things we can focus on over at Bob Wine's today? It's a beautiful day. Are you out? Are you out in the garden?
Gorgeous. Yes, I'm outside today. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. We've got all kinds of blooming stuff right now, and gardenias are starting to bloom. We've got lots of blooming gardenias, and those have such a sweet smell to them, with a fragrant white bloom, and they come in different sizes, dwarf ones, tall ones, all different kinds of them. And then we also have hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are starting to bloom. We just got a new shipment of those in also. And pottery. We got some new pottery in last week. And in another week or so, we've got some new bird baths coming in and some fountains and statuary and stuff. So a lot of stuff going on at the nursery right now.
Oh, man, that bird bath we got from you is just a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I keep wanting to post more videos, but I keep thinking that everybody has seen birds in water before. It is fun to watch, though, isn't it? Isn't that half the fun of a garden, is to just be in it? And it's not just something to look at, but something to be in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is. And a lot of people, they like to work in their garden. It's kind of relaxing for them.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good to be outside and stuff.
When you talk about the fountains and everything, do you also tell us how we should take care of them to clean the insides?
Yes. Yeah, we've got some instructions that we give to you also when you buy them. So, yes, we do that also.
Yeah, Robin keeps the bird bath looking really good.
Yeah, you have to wash it every day.
I wasn't a good steward.
You really do.
I basically had a dry desert in my bird bath.
Yeah, you don't have too many birds when you have a dry desert.
No, I had the whole thing going. I had tumbleweeds and I had everything.
When you're recommending for the novice gardener, what to plant and how to take care of things. How do you tell them what to do and have them not feel overwhelmed? Because gardening, you do have to pay attention to it practically every day.
Yeah, you really do. And the main thing is just making sure that once you install your stuff, that you keep it watered good, because our soil is so sandy. You just have to really keep it watered. And we give you all the instructions as far as planting it does. And we tell you the instructions, but we also have it written out. So if you don't remember everything that we tell you right this minute, you can always go back home and you can read over it. And it tells you the watering instructions and the fertilizing instructions and even the planting instructions we give you also. And it just kind of depends on what you're purchasing as to what we give to you as far as the instructions go.
Boy, I
try to make it pretty easy.
Laurie, I think this question might be on the dumb side. You know, the left side of the page has all my questions. The right side is all Robin's. So my question is this. You know, when you buy a fish, you're not supposed to put it with a fish that doesn't get along with that fish?
Right.
Right? Does that happen with plants? Like, could you put a rose next to a tulip and they just somehow kill each other?
No, not usually. Not usually. But sometimes you have to be careful about the soil type that you have, you know, whether you're going to make sure the soil is just right for it or make sure that the sun is just right for it, because some plants like a lot of sun, some plants don't. So if you put a sun-loving plant in a shady spot, it's not going to do well. You know, that more so than if you put a rose and a peach together. If you're going to, you know, the rose tree is going to become full of peaches, you know.
Oh, really?
You don't have to worry about that.
Did I tell you that my sago plant, whatever you call it again, a sago palm?
Sago palm.
It was full of that white dusty stuff last year, and I cut every single one of those branches off. And now it's coming back brand new. Isn't that amazing?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
I mean, it looked like a little bald-headed gnome for a while, and now it's
and now all of a sudden it's putting out new growth.
Yeah, now it's got a mohawk. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody was just showing me his Starbucks product, Robin. I think it's what he was doing. Showing me stuff. All right, it looks like we have a phone call coming in, Laurie. Let me get this on the air. Good morning. You're on the air with Laurie Williams.
Yes, thank you. Continuing the last program about allergies a little bit, if you have a person or persons in your family that do suffer from pollination and whatever, can you recommend any kind of particular trees or shrubs that you could plant in your backyard that wouldn't make that problem any worse?
All right.
Yeah, there's some trees that you could do. There are some shrubs that you could do. As far as that goes, you know, you want to stay away from like sycamore trees and ligustrum trees, but there are some other trees that you could do. Holly trees are not too bad of a tree, and they put the red berries on in the wintertime. There's some other shade trees that you could do, like there's a loquat tree. Drake elms do very well. There's a Japanese blueberry or an Eliocarpus tree also. So there's a number of different trees that you could put in your yard, and some shrubs also that you wouldn't have to worry about as far as the pollen goes.
Wow, listen to you. You're an encyclopedia. Did you have another question?
There's a nice selection of bushes and trees to look into.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of different trees and shrubs that we can help you with, you know, as far as that goes.
Okay, I'm going to stop by, and you can somebody can show me which ones will not make my wife sneeze.
There you go.
Go ahead there. Thank you for the call. Did you hear that when Obama first took over the White House, he asked the gardeners to come in and get rid of all the bushes? Did you hear that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he didn't want any bushes there anymore.
When
I finally got that.
when you are trying to create like an ambiance setting, and you want to be able to like have a few lawn chairs or some patio furniture in a certain area, what kind of creeping vines do you recommend to give it that variegated look?
There's actually one. There's a couple different ones. There's a jasmine, which is a ground cover jasmine that has a variegated leaf to it. Comes in like a yellow and green leaf, or there's a sunset jasmine also, which has got kind of a yellow and kind of a pinkish tone to it also, and green. And then there's like an ice plant. Ice plant does well too, and it's a good ground cover. Kind of looks like a succulent, and it comes in a variegated leaf. So there's a number of different variegated leafed, you know, ground covers you could do. Or if you have shade, you could do like an ivy. There's a variegated ivy that you could use also.
Are they low maintenance?
Yeah, pretty well low maintenance. Most of those ground covers are pretty easy to take care of and not a lot of work to them.
I don't know what in my yard might be high maintenance, because if it's living, it's low maintenance. It's got to be. I was just thinking
Or it's going to die, right?
Well, I figure I've been there long enough that all the high maintenance stuff must be gone by now. It's amazing how little I do. I don't really do anything, and yet everything grows. I live in an amazing yard.
Yeah.
My front lawn, I've got really nice bushes there, and then I've got these big trees, so it's usually dirt underneath. Is there something special I can plant there that'll look green and cover the dirt?
Yeah, a lot of people will get ivy, whether it's a green ivy or a variegated ivy, and plant it underneath the trees and make beds under the trees.
Oh, okay.
Because it does very well in the shade. Easy to take care of, just like a ground cover, or even jasmine you could do, but the ivy is really good for the shade. If you're in Ocala and you go through the historical district, that's what you see around a lot of the magnolia trees and stuff. Underneath them, they grow the ivy because it does so well in the shade.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. So let's send people over to Bob Wine's. Go to Bob Wine's. Make it busy over there, right?
Yeah.
Laurie wants a lot of people to come by and say, "Hey, I heard you on the radio."
That's right.
That's right.
And Bob Wine's is fabulous. I mean, we were at a restaurant last night, and there was a lady with a young child that walked past us, and she had a Bob Wine's T-shirt on.
Is that right? Huh?
Yeah,
that was
so great. That was so cool to see that.
Yeah, wonderful.
But she was singing an Eddie Money song. I don't know if that means anything. Laurie, what is the address for Bob Wine's?
We're at 2610 Southeast 38th Street, off of 17th and Lakeware Avenue, and we're open Monday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturday 9 to 3.
Yeah, it is one business you don't want to do on the internet. You want to go see the plants for yourself, don't?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, go get them, put them in the back of your car, and go home and bury them in the ground.
Yeah,
there you go.
Laurie Williams, thank you again. Looking forward to having you in the studio.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we will be right back.
Broadway's mega hit Mamma Mia is live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater May 17th through June 17th. ABBA favorites like Dancing Queen, Super Trooper, and Mamma Mia are all part of the fun music